Alright, okay. Alright, guys. One sec. Fucking wind keeps opening my door. Right, this is a battle against SMPGaming, and, he seemed, pretty good, so figured why the hell not have a battle, and, yeah, Wi-Fi is obviously being an asshole. Now, I am gonna go on a narrating stint, because I have so many battles from when I've been trying to procrastinate smoking that I feel I should at least get them narrated so that they're sitting there, and I can goddamn well move on to finishing off my Final Fantasy 13 bullcrap, and then by the time The Darkness 2 comes out in 6 days, I will be ready to go. So yeah, narrating stint should last me till hopefully 11, and then I can have another cigarette, so whoa. At the end of the day, battles now serve me a dual purpose of it wastes half an hour of my life battling, but it's fun, and then I waste, what, maybe 15, 12 minutes narrating, so there you go. Waste a bit of time and means I don't have to smoke to waste my time. Anyway, I don't remember what team I'm using. I'm sure I'm using my, actually quite well thought out team, which I still need to show the sets for. Anyway, it's quite obvious looking at that he has quite the OU team there. You got Terrakion, Rotom, Latios, Landorus, Heatran, and Sizzle, and that is pretty high-end stuff, and I will make the note here that I've planned for most of that. Rotom is the one thing that consistently gives me problems. However, in later battles that you will see maybe next week or something, I do actually have counter to it. Well, not an amazing one, but it works. Anyway, as per usual, I lead off with my Crustle, because I need my rocks and my spikes. You know the drill, guys. Just how I roll, I need my entries to get anywhere. So he's going to burn me, which is a smart play, because it hinders my physical attacks, and means my sturdy's gone. So if push comes to shove, I think he can KO with a Hydro Pump. I do have a lot of special defense invested in this Crustle, but it would have been close. An iffy affair. So he's going to Volt Switch out as opposed to going Hydro Pump, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me. He does get the crit, which is pretty unfortunate, because if I wasn't burned, I would have at least been able to Custat my way and get another set of spikes up. But in comes old Landorus, and I'm going to die, so it's a double-edged sword. At the end of the day, I don't get my spikes up, or second layer up, but now I can bring in what I want on his switch in, as opposed to him getting initiative. So that's good. But yeah, I'm going to bring in Mamoswine, and if you haven't guessed by now, I'm going to roar him out because I'm a moron. He actually stayed in. He said he misclicked. I actually wanted to, I was thinking he would switch out, so I wanted to roar and get some more spikes damage, but he stayed in Stone Edge, which scared the fuck out of me. I was so worried that he was going to fucking kill me with that, but luckily the random prediction I made paid off, because he missed, so yeah. Whew, that was a bit of a close call there, but it paid off. So now I'm going to go into my Starmie, because the whole point is to sponge Terrakion shit, but he has a Fighting Gem Close Combat, which does absolutely nothing. However, if he has X-Scissor, right, here's the iffy thing. If he has X-Scissor, yes, I could Reflect type, and then I would be resistant to it. However, he can kill himself due to type weakness and the fact that, he has close combat. So if I Reflect type, I'm going to take the close combat a lot worse than the X-Scissor. So, I am just going to go Recover to see how much an X-Scissor would do, but he is going to switch into his Rotom, which, again, is good and bad, because from the Will-O-Wisp, I see he's bulky, although I never remember bulky Rotoms running Volt Switch, but oh well. So I go Reflect type, and now I have one of the best typing you can get in the game, except I don't actually, levitate, which is a problem, yes, and his Brian over there, or Landorus, is going to fuck my day up, but the point is, that is the whole point of Reflect type. Reflect type means that I can copy, like, Pharaoh's type, or Sizzle's type, which makes Starmie very resistant to a lot of things, which, again, it actually has quite a lot of weaknesses, so Reflect type is very, very good if you figure out how you want to use it. However, I kind of used it wrong there, so in comes Landorus. I'm going to switch out and go and do Gira. I actually think he goes... Oh no, he goes EQ. I was kind of worried he'd go Stone Edge, but again, Gira is kind of designed to live max attack adamant stone edges from Terrakions, so I figured from a, -1 Landorus that hasn't got stab on it, I would be okay. Taking 2, on the other hand, would be iffy. But I am just going to go Hydro Pump because it's the safest play I have. Fire Blast would do even less, so there you go. In comes Rotom. Again, like the battle with Xerxes, while I am made to live electric-type attacks, I have nothing to do to Rotom. That is the crucial point here. Mamoswine can't kill it because it levitates. Gyarados has nothing to kill it, again, because it levitates. Lopunny can't really do much, but it can wall it, efficiently. It doesn't like it, but it can, if push comes to shove with the copycat, or copycat pain split kind of thing. But he's going to switch out, and he is going to go into his Heatran, and I don't like that, because he also has the Air Balloon, right? Which effectively means that he can dodge his own Earth Power, which he won't go for, and his own Lava Plume is going to give him the Flash Fire boost, were I to try and copycat either of those moves. So Lopunny is effectively walled by this thing. I can encore it into a weird move or whatever, but I can't copycat for shit, because otherwise I just screw myself over. Now I'm going to go into Starmie, hoping that maybe I could take 2, but the main problem with, this is, I can't Reflect type, because he's going to have the Earth Power, so I'm screwed. But he switches out, I guess, thinking I'm offensive. And I'm just going to go Surf, just in case, just if I live on a random whim, I can get some damage off. And here, again, I could Reflect type to live it, I could Recover, but Recover seems the safer option. Since I'm fairly adamant being bulky, I could live 1. So Recover seemed like the smarter option to me, and if I Reflect type, he would just go into Landorus. I do live, but I don't exactly live convincingly. Doing, about 250 damage? That he is going to go back into Landorus anyway. Even with the Reflect type, I'm not entirely sure if I'd have lived it or not. It would have been fucking close, though. But he's going to U-turn, take me out. That wasn't really in my plan. But again, I figure if I sack something, I get to bring in what I want on him, and I have the initiative, I have the momentum. He's going to U-turn out into whatever the hell he decides to pick, but again, I still have the momentum. That is the downside of U-turn and Volt Switch. If your opponent knows how to deal with it, you can just get the momentum. However, there are pokes like this, with Latios, that are kind of so damn fucking powerful and quick that they can just break whatever momentum you could try and get. However, Lopunny, being a fucking champ, lives that Draco, copycats the Draco, and hits back with a Draco. Fuck you, Latios. It doesn't kill, but the point is, it worked. The concept is there. Because the whole point is I can sponge, 2 Dracos from a Scarfed Hydreigon. And then, if it's at low enough health, then a copycat Draco is going to kill it back. I mean, hell, I've copycatted superpowers from Sizzles and killed Sizzles back with it. That's the whole point. It's just the concept worked there, so I was happy to see it go. Now I bring in Salamence, which is a damn risky play, because I remember calcing a Specs Draco, and it would kill Salamence even at max HP. So that was really fucking risky on my part. I figured he was going to switch. If he didn't, I'd DD anyway, and if I lived by some miracle, I might outspeed, depending on, he was Life Orb, so I would outspeed. He brings the Heatran in, I get my DD up, and I Stone Edge. I think that crit might have mattered, I'm not entirely sure. If he was purely offensive, I reckon I would have killed, but it would have been iffy to say the least. In comes this damn Landorus, and I know he's scarfed because he brought it in, and Landorus has the annoying tendency from the amount of battles I've watched to carry Hidden Power Ice on said scarf sets. So, despite having a decent bit of HP investment, I don't want to sit around for that. However, I go into Mamoswine, he goes for Stone Edge, I'm like, I probably could have lived. Even then, I reckon I might have lived. It would have been fucking close though, but had I lived, Dragon Rush, kill that, Rotom would have died to a Dragon Rush, or gotten close enough to the point where I reckon Mamo could have revenge killed it. So, yeah, I probably should have made the gamble, and I think it actually comes back and bites me in the arse soon. Oh well, he's going to go Hydro Pump and misses. Again, quite crucial, because I wouldn't have been able to roar him out into the Latios, and I wouldn't have been able to Ice Shard and kill him, because that one point where I set up on the Latios was the only chance I was really going to get. But there you go. So I Ice Shard, he's going to die, so it's lucky for me. It worked out in my favour. But he's going to bring in his Terrakion, and what am I meant to do, really? You know, I can't... Well, Starmie is gone, so I can't switch into that. Gyarados can't take a close combat in combination with the Stone Edge, so that's not happening. And I think he has Stealth Rocks up. I could be wrong. I am going to switch out. I am going to go into Gyarados, though, despite the fact I really don't want to. But he is going to go Stone Edge. And this was my chance to see if Gyarados could actually live according to my calcs, but he does get a crit. Since he predicted the switch and went Stone Edge, it was irrelevant. A close combat afterwards would have killed me, so whatever. I go back into Mamoswine, maybe hoping that an Ice Shard would kill, but I knew it won't. If he'd have close combated first and then Stone Edged, I might have had a chance to kill, but either way. He goes Stone Edge and I somehow live, but again, even then, Ice Shard won't kill because he's at that -1 defense. I needed that. Why didn't you close combat, you bastard? And now he close combats. I'm like, you're a dick, man. What? I could have killed you. You shout on my parade, sir. But now all I have left is Salamence, and I'm not going to live a Stone Edge from a Terrakion, even with the Intimidate, although I think Gyarados got Intimidate off on it, so at -2, maybe. But he Stone Edges me, and lo and behold, he gets a crit. So I'll never know. Thanks for watching, hope you've enjoyed. I've got more matches to come. Peace.